How were black voters disenfranchised during Reconstruction? Imagine gaining the right to vote and then losing it just as quickly. During Reconstruction, black men in the South did just that. They fought hard to vote and hold office, but many faced tough obstacles. After the Civil War, black men were finally allowed to vote thanks to the 15th Amendment. Hundreds of thousands registered to vote, and some even became elected officials. This was a big step toward fairness and equality. But white Southerners were determined to keep control. They used many tricks to stop black voters from participating. One common method was passing new laws. States rewrote their constitutions and made laws that seemed fair but were not. They created poll taxes, which meant voters had to pay money to vote. Literacy tests were also used, requiring voters to read and explain parts of the Constitution. Many black voters had little education, so these tests were hard for them. Property requirements were another barrier, forcing voters to own land to be able to vote. These rules looked neutral but were designed to keep black people from voting. Violence was another powerful tool. Groups like the Ku Klux Klan used threats, beatings, and even lynchings to scare black voters away from the polls. Many black voters stayed home out of fear, knowing they might be attacked or killed. Sometimes entire black communities were attacked to send a message. White supremacists also used social pressure. They threatened black voters with job loss, eviction, or social exclusion if they tried to vote or run for office. The federal government tried to protect black voters, but that protection was weak. Supreme Court decisions often sided with states, saying states could set their own rules. Federal troops and the Freedmen's Bureau, which had helped black Americans early on, were pulled out. Without these protections, black voters became more vulnerable. By the late 1870s, white Democrats took back control of Southern states through violence, fraud, and new laws. They created Jim Crow laws that kept black people from voting for many decades. Despite these challenges, black Americans during Reconstruction made history. They elected black officials and influenced elections. Their fight for voting rights laid the groundwork for future civil rights work. But the fight was tough, and white supremacists worked hard to reverse their gains. This history shows how difficult it was for black voters to exercise their rights and how much they had to struggle to be heard.